Now, you may not know this top brand, but Rexus is one of the foremost IT hardware companies in Asia and a force to be reckoned with, because it's made for everyone. But is this Rexus headset also made for me? Let's find out more about the Rexus Thunderfox HX9 headset. Well, hello there everyone and welcome to another video here on Anton's Hardware. It's been some time since my last video, and this is because I was on vacation and spent 3 weeks in the beautiful country of Indonesia. I traveled all the way from Jakarta to the beautiful island of Bali, and as always, it started to tickle. What kind of audio gaming hardware do they have over here? Well, my son and I found out while traveling to an electronics market in Denpasar. And what we found was the Rexus Thunderfox HX9, and for just 275,000 Indonesian rupiahs, which equated to about 16 euros or $17.50, I've become the proud owner of this headset. And if you buy one at this moment of recording, it's 259 rupiah, making it, well, slightly under 15 euros or $16.50. Not a lot of money. In the past, we've seen that cheap products always equate to poor quality. With the Trust Bliss being the absolute epiphany of poor quality in every single way. But is this also true for the HX9? The exterior of the HX9 reminds me a lot of the SteelSeries headset. Now, this is the Arctex Pro, for instance. The ear cups look the same, especially with the funky RGB. The style of the Rexus name on the side does remind me a bit of the Asus logo, but I think this is all a coincidence and Rexus isn't copying the SteelSeries look or the Asus logo. The headband is made of some sort of elastic material so that every size head will fit. But for smaller heads, the ear cups will turn inwards on the lower part, making it very uncomfortable on your jaw. Thankfully, I have a rather large head, so no problems there. The overall build quality is a bit subpar. It feels kind of flimsy and very plasticky. It isn't the flimsiest, isn't even a word, flimsiest headset ever, but it certainly isn't sturdy. The mic boom isn't removable, neither is the USB cable. The RGB isn't controllable in any way, it's just a rainbow colors all the way. By the way, despite the box saying that it's USB and audio jack, it's only USB. And this isn't just any kind of a USB, no, USB Plus. I have absolutely no idea what this is supposed to mean. Maybe this is so you can enable the 7.1 high quality technology sound? Although I still haven't found out how to enable this 7.1 audio, because there are no buttons to enable this. The driver or speaker size is 50mm, which is pretty okay. The general rule is that the bigger the speaker size, the better it is at reproducing audio in the lower ranges. But as we've seen in the previous videos, that general rule is just that, it's a general rule. I've heard headsets with 40mm drivers that were pretty good. And then there's the impedance, 32 ohms, give or take 15%. So that's somewhere between 27.2 and 36.8 ohms. But okay, 32 ohms is the de facto industry standard, so we're okay there. The sensitivity is pretty impressive, with 110 decibels sound pressure level, or SPL. This is also with a give or take, and this time it's 3 decibels, so 107 to 113 decibels. Now anything upwards from 110 decibels SPL is pretty darn good. The frequency range is 20 Hz to 20 kHz, which sounds pretty nice as well. The mic sensitivity is 2.2 ohm and it's omnidirectional. Now, this isn't Rexus' fault. A lot of other companies also have omnidirectional microphones, but I have an issue with that. When I use a mic, I don't want it to pick up sound from other sources other than my mouth. My mates aren't interested in the laundry washers, the dryer, my wife's voice, or the clicking of my keyboards. Even though omnidirectional may sound cool, it is not. The box doesn't reveal a lot of other information. In the box there's a small guarantee leaflet that also has the serial number. There are no drivers included in the box, and I couldn't find any on the Rexus website, despite there being drivers for every other headset. There are none for the HX9. I've tried the HX8 and the HX10, but to no avail. But this all doesn't really mean a thing, it's all about the audio quality, and for this I did 2 tests. Some with music and of course gaming. And since this is a gaming headset, music isn't such a big factor in my final conclusion, gaming audio is. But let's start with music. The audio the HX9 produces is pretty okay-ish. There is some bass there, something that a lot of cheaper headsets tend to not have. The soundstage is okay-ish, there is some separation between the channels, the highs are a bit sharp and after some time even a bit too sharp. The middles are a bit too overpowered. But all of this is what some people say makes this a gaming headset. You don't want the distraction of explosions, you want to hear the footsteps of your enemy before he hears yours. And this is what I noticed during gaming. The audio during gaming was a lot better and definitely better suited for that purpose. The environment you moved through sounded alive, and it did have a sense of full openness. Okay, it was a bit limited, but still. And now for my conclusion. Now, keep in mind that this headset only cost me 15 euros, which makes this a pretty good deal, because the HX9 provides you with okay-ish audio, it's kinda practical, the build quality is okay-ish as well. No, it's not the best headset that I've ever listened to, but it's way better than I've seen in a long time for that kind of money. So if you're in a tight budget, are in Asia, this headset is a pretty good buy. With this ending, I would like to thank you for making it all the way to the end of this video, and I'd like to see you in the next one. See you then, bye bye!